as an adult, which of these three big emotions have you wrestled with the most? And what positive and healthy coping strategies have been helpful?
The emotion that most strongly impacts my experience around stress is typically anxiety. My entire life, I have struggled with motivation to do tasks that I'm not that interested in. And throughout my experience in school and professionally, I have had to hijack that anxiety and use my fear to provide the motivation to get the things done I knew I needed to get done but didn't really want to do. And that hasn't been a fully healthy coping strategy for me. It's something that I am actively working on as an adult to try to find ways that I can avoid relying on anxiety, stress, fear, consequences to drive me to complete the things that I do actually want to get done. So I'm trying to improve by leaning on my sources of strength to find my positive friends, my teacher friends who also go through some of the same struggles that I have, to find the people who are my mentors who help support me in becoming the best teacher that I can be, but also the students that I care about and that I try to mentor. And sometimes when I'm feeling stressed or anxious or upset, helping somebody else, feeling generous, being a mentor, helping somebody else solve a problem, sometimes it can give me the perspective I need to feel okay.
I would have to say my most prominent emotion would be anxiety, and it's in the form of stress. This is a high stress job being a teacher, and we understand that when we come to work here, we're here to support our students. And that means sometimes putting our own emotions on hold for a while until their needs are met. And so usually my decompressors that are healthy are to go home and, vent, talk with my partner and play with my dog. I love being outdoors. Any nice day, I'm outdoors. Any warm day, I'm in the water. I love to be in the water. And that was my nickname when I was growing up, was Waterbug. So
I think for me, the biggest one I would struggle with is anger, because when I feel like I'm out of control with something, or I can't fix it or make it better, I just feel mad about it. I'm not a person that feels super sad or anxious about it. I'm just kind of mad that I can't make it any better. Some coping strategies I use are just the classic deep breathing, trying to think logically about it. Is this really that big of a deal? Is it so big that this should ruin my day, or is it just some little thing that really annoyed me and I'm just feeling mad about it?
I think I've wrestled with all of them at least once in a day, or a day. But I just kind of joke around with the kids or teachers, and it just kind of helps me relax and helps them relax, and we just kind of have a good day after that.
I have to say, I think I struggle with anxiety at this point in my adult life, as it's kind of hard having an older parent that you have to help navigate all of the ins and outs that they need as they get older. I try to just maybe go for a walk, rethink what I have to do, make it a little bit less stressful for myself, and I love to sew and quilt, so that keeps me a little less anxious about things.
Out of those big three, I definitely struggle with being anxious sometimes, and when I'm overly anxious, I get really snippy. So I might respond in an angry sort of way if I am no longer able to process anymore, if I get sensory overload. So sometimes when I get in those situations, what I need to do is, if it's at school, I pause and I have everybody do something quiet for a minute. And sometimes that helps them, and sometimes that helps me. Putting on music really helps. And then sometimes just getting up and going outdoors, going for a walk. That will usually alleviate any of those feelings.